goes. Boo boo. I'm Caitlin Powell.
That's you.
Yeah.
That's
Boo!
Boo!
I'm Caitlin Powell.
And I'm Kate Butch.
And this is Queers Gone By, the show we talk about nostalgic film, TV, and snacks, and try to work out if that's what made us queer.
And today... Oh, we're going back to school.
We are.
A spooky school.
Spooky. Ooh. Or just a very strict school, it's hard to tell. Just a school that I'm like, yes, everything seems in order.
My first note is the theme tune is iconic, and yet...
The theme tune is iconic, but it's a lot of sound that I can't...
There's lots of rippling, and then children looking shocked.
Yes.
It's like,
oh.
you just look at something in the distance and be like, oh no.
Oh no, order.
It is, of course, the iconic 1996 televisual delight.
The Demon Headmaster.
Before we do that, though, shall we get into our Halloween snack?
Must we?
This was in the Halloween section of Asda.
You come to my house.
They are...
With this shit. Oh.
ASMR.
ASMR.
Oh, it's been a while since we've had some ASMR.
Oh.
They are Sweet Heat Skittles.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they have a variety on the back.
They are spicy.
What, they all say spicy?
So you've got scorching pineapple.
What?
Fiery watermelon. Sizzling strawberry. Lemon spark. Oh, and then the gay one. Picante passion fruit.
Isn't picante the hottest?
It's got an accent on the E, so I thought it was a bit camp.
Ah. I feel like... Because people have
They ran out of ideas
hot
by
sauce
lemon
with
spark.
watermelon, don't they? That's
Do
a
they?
thing. I heard that on a podcast. It might be fake. And I feel like pineapple works with spice.
Yeah?
So...
We should try each of them.
Okay. I'm concerned.
They just smell like Skittles. Right, should we go
No,
for
there's something in there.
a scorching pineapple, which is orange.
Is it? It's not yellow.
No, lemon spark is yellow. Right,
Right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wait, here's one.
Clap. I mean, it just tastes like pineapple.
Yeah.
Oh!
For a second there was some heat. It just... Oh! Oh, no! Oh!
I was like, is it spicy or is it just my mouth ulcer? Fiery watermelon is pink. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's quite nice.
Oh.
Quite nice. It's quite warming.
Yeah, it just hits the back of your throat. It's not actually like...
It's like you eating a bit of Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yeah, it's just the taste of the fruit, and then... Oh!
Should we go for sizzling strawberry?
Yeah.
Oh, it's too spicy. It's a red one.
Right.
Doesn't taste like strawberries. Just tastes like sugar.
Oh.
Oh, actually,
I don't like that one.
should we come back to the last two at the end?
Yes, let's do that. Otherwise it's just footage of us.
Us chewing.
Yeah.
And the deliciousness picante passion fruit.
I don't know how I feel about those.
I'm unsure, but we've got a whole pack to get through.
Oh, God.
I will not be leaving here until the pack is finished. I'm not taking it with me. Jesus. Or we can put them in vodka.
I don't have vodka.
Or we should go and get some. It's going to make all the other episodes we're recording today.
It's 8:30 in the morning! Listeners, she came to my house, she brought spicy sweets, and she made me get up at like 7:30 to record this podcast.
I did not.
I'm here under duress.
Kate Butch is a wonderful drag queen, and this is the best podcast you've ever been on.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Mm.
Lies and falsehoods.
So the first line of this television series, which ran for about 4 years, is a girl, a wretched girl,
Yeah.
which sets up the conceit, really.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, I was all ready to be a fan of her.
And then she turned up.
Then she started acting.
Well, she started saying lines.
She started saying lines and looking a bit confused from time to time.
That's acting, isn't it? Who needs drama school?
To be fair, that's what a lot of, like, I think it's just, like, mousy Daisy Ridley type women do.
She is a very mousy Daisy Ridley type woman.
Yeah.
Is it a bob?
Yeah.
Is it a long bob?
I'm not sure if it's a bob or just a style lots of little girls have.
It's very Amish.
Yeah. I mean, she's queer.
Oh, fully? She's
Yeah.
got that striped jumper.
Yeah, and she dresses like she's in Urban Outfitters. And it's
She's got
just...
these, like, long, like, skirts. What are they called?
I don't know, long skirts?
You know,
Oh,
long
maxi.
No, like... They're kind of maybe felty. Like, hobble skirts.
I've never heard about... What? Hobble skirts?
They're called hobble skirts?
I don't know. She dresses well and is thoroughly unimpressed by everything, so I think she's bi.
It is a hobble skirt.
Okay.
I know what I mean. No, it's not a hobble skirt.
You don't know what you mean.
No.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm talking about. But the mum also wears a similar type of skirt.
Right.
There's really long ones.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
You're just describing a long skirt.
The very devoutly religious people wear, like Amish people,
Like
Hasidic Jewish women.
like an A-line...
Those really long black skirts.
Okay. I think that's just called a maxi skirt.
Okay.
I don't
There's
know.
a word there, if listeners, if you know,
Okay.
write in.
I'm sure there is a word, but I don't care.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it doesn't
matter, doesn't matter.
Fuck it.
She's being adopted by the
getting
Hunters.
into Chromatica has just thrown me completely, because everyone else did it like 3 months ago.
Well, I'm just pacing myself. I knew that this lockdown was going to go for ages. I haven't yet seen Tiger King.
I don't think it's worth it. You just watch animals being abused and everyone's like, this is fun.
All I know is, like, she ate a tiger, and so did her husband. What?
She didn't eat a tiger.
And now she's on Dancing with the Stars.
She didn't eat a tiger.
Oh.
She killed a man. Her husband. But maybe she didn't.
Her husband was a tiger?
No. She likes
She killed the tiger?
tigers, but not that much.
She ate her
No,
husband.
she's like... Maybe. Maybe that's why they haven't found a body. Fed it to the tigers!
Dancing with the Stars. I thought that was the implication that they'd feed it to the tigers. I was just being contrary.
Oh, as per fucking usual. You were messaging me last night, like, I'm 5 minutes early, I'm listening to Dolly Parton. I was like, I'm not ready for the energy that Kate's going to bring into this room.
Oh.
It's a lovely time. I think you messaged me in all caps, then said you're early, then we're talking about Dolly Parton. I was like, oh my god, this is so much.
Kate Butch is a wonderful drag queen and this is the best podcast you've ever been on.
Yes, Kate Butch is a wonderful drag queen and this is the best podcast I've ever been on.
We'd love to see it.
Yes.
She's being adopted by the Hunters.
Yes.
Famous for their chicken.
What? Oh, okay, very good, yeah.
Also, if you need to hunt a chicken, there's something inherently wrong with you.
They're flightless.
Why is hunting carrot wrapped in cheese as well? What are you doing? Chicken and cheese.
Oh, fuck it.
Horrid. Anyway, be vegan. And, yes, there's Lloyd
Yes.
and Harvey.
Yeah.
Lloyd
Two.
acts like he is a 40-year-old dad.
Is he the one who's like, oh, I can't be bothered with this.
Rich
Oh.
girl. She's
Yeah.
not going to be on our sides.
Yeah. They've got that very, like, to be fair, I think I had it too. If you were not particularly well liked in school, you're like, I'm the only normal person and everyone else is weird. But, like, literally, that is the case in this show, so.
Do you think if you'd gone to this school, you would have been one of the 5 people who would not be hypnotised?
Well, I had a question for you. Are they the 5 people who aren't hypnotised because they're really dumb? Because that's what they say at one point, and I was like, well,
No,
it does seem that way.
I don't know if it's just like a genetic thing.
Oh, they can't be hypnotised, maybe.
I think that's it.
Have you ever been hypnotised?
No.
Me neither.
Sometimes I listen to, like, go to sleep,
Oh, that's different.
podcast.
That's just someone whispering in your ear.
and it's like, you're going down the stairs,
Yeah.
and every step you feel heavier and heavier. And it's like, well, this is doing wonders for my body dysmorphia. Never go downstairs again.
Oh, I see.
That's why I live in a bungalow. And they watch the Eddie Hare show together on television.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Featuring Nemesis of the Pod, Danny John Jules.
You've skipped right ahead.
I have not.
You have. There's so much I have to say.
Alright, I'll just have some bloody spicy Skittles in you.
Yeah, well, first of all, they're massive fucking incels. That was my first point. Because they're like, there's 5 of us and we're all normal and everyone else is weird and we're logical and yeah. Then Dinah actually turns up. You missed, like, the actual child turning up at the house.
I'm sorry.
Dinah, first of all, great name. Like a cat. Everyone's treating Dinah like she's mental for being a little bit nervous about being in a new family and a new school.
Have any of them ever met before?
I don't know.
Or did the mum, like, get a catalogue and was like, that one?
It seems so.
Because she hasn't met the brothers.
The mum is treating it like she's buying a new bike. Not like having another child. It's so weird.
She has got a camp waistcoat and statement necklace, though.
Yes.
And that skirt.
And then, before we get to Danny John Jules, one more thing. Like, the boys are, like, questioning her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's responding like, well, I mean, I don't know. She's obviously very nervous. And they're like, are you a robot? It's like, no, she's got trauma.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's Exposition 101, where they're like,
My
so
parents
tell us
died.
about you. She's like, my name's Diana Glass, I'm 11 years old, my parents died when I was 1, and I lived in the children's home ever since.
Yeah.
Like, okay, great, done. Check.
Also, be a little bit nicer to her, maybe. The whole thing, they're like, you're weird. I'm like, her parents
Harvey's
are
quite nice.
dead. Which one's he?
The little one.
They're both little.
The younger one.
Okay.
The blonde one.
The very pointy one.
No, Lloyd's the gingery one.
Oh, I thought you meant the other one. Oh, okay. I'm getting confused.
I saw that actor in Little Shop of Horrors in the Royal Exchange a couple of years ago.
Wow, he's still acting.
Mm.
Good for him. Keeping on going.
He got better.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I don't think Dinah's still acting.
I hope not.
No.
I hope not.
No.
I bet she is. Bet she's in like arty films where she gets her boobs out.
What?
That's what they all do. These children.
What?
No, but like, you know, what's her face? What did we watch last week?
Hocus Pocus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Her in it. She's an American Beauty.
Yeah.
She's the one that he falls in love with.
Oh, I thought you were being, you were saying arty film, but actually meant porn.
No, I mean arty film.
Okay,
American
right.
Beauty's like an arty film.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm making unsubstantiated claims. But I'm
Welcome
going
to the
to
pod.
find out. Do we have Mastercast? Where are they now?
Where's Danny John Jules? Kicking...
In prison!
Kicking bin people. Bin people?
Bin people.
Bin men.
Or people. Okay, so Lloyd is in Warhorse, Tudors.
Oh no.
He recently became a dad.
Oh, good for him.
Harvey, he's a failed actor in his Twitter bio.
Oh.
He's a digital consultant.
Oh, good for him.
Dinah. She has had quite the career overhaul,
Oh.
continuing acting up until 2015 before training to be a dentist. And now running her own careers coaching business for trans and non-binary people. Bitch!
She's queer!
Obsessed with
Or
her!
maybe she's non-binary. Or trans.
Love to see that from her.
Oh my god, we have to research.
I mean, shall I go get some careers coaching as a non-binary person?
Do!
Love
Ask her
that.
if she'll be on the pod after we roundly insulted her.
I retract everything I said about her boobs.
But she can still show her boobs.
You
That's
can
fine.
do what you want, Dana.
Yeah.
Follow your dreams.
She acted until 2015.
But don't show them to the trans and non-binary people that you're coaching. That's unprofessional.
Yeah.
Unless, like, I don't know.
You probably shouldn't have a relationship with them either.
Don't do that.
No.
No. Queen.
Dinah, stop it!
Anyway.
Anyway.
Danny John Jules.
Yes.
Is Eddie hair, and there's like
Yeah.
a school quiz at the end.
Does that
I think
come
that's-
into the rest of the...
I think the trajectory of the... I've read the books.
Right.
I used to fucking love the books.
Uh-huh.
I think the Demon Headmaster was training them to get good at knowledge.
To do the
to
quiz.
go on the quiz so he can go on the TV and hypnotise everyone.
I do remember that, actually. I don't remember what I have vague memories of this, but not really. I don't know whether I read the books or watched the TV show, but I have vague memories of it all.
I remember there was a really weird book where it was like, we found your father, Dinah. He's not dead, he's just severely badly burned.
Oh, God.
And because every book the Demon Headmaster like appeared and then got banished and then
Right.
came back the next book.
Okay.
And there was like a dual story where there was someone in a club with a mask
Right.
that changed like faces and stuff. And everyone was like, it's Team Headmaster. Meanwhile, Dinah was like, my dad's in the hospital and he's like completely wrapped in bandages. She unwraps the bandages.
Oh no.
It's the fucking Team Headmaster.
Wow.
So who's behind the mask? I can't remember.
Dad!
I don't think it was a dad.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, the next day they're going to school.
Yes.
And speaking of Mrs. Hunter being absolute trash as
Oh
a
my
parent,
god.
she hasn't bought
She hasn't prepped at all.
Get yourself to Trutex, Mrs. Hunter.
Get the correct uniform. Like, this child has had a lot of trauma and is going to a new house and a new school, and you're like, why don't you stand out and look different? That sounds like a good idea.
Wear the uniform from your old school, because that's how uniforms work.
Yeah.
No!
Oh my goodness.
But actually, her uniform looked exactly like the Catholic school in my town. Not the one that I went to.
Okay.
The one that we were like, we're not worthy of this.
The green uniform is disgusting.
I think it was quite camp.
It's a horrible
They
green.
look like holiday reps.
Yeah, they do.
Hidey.
Yeah. It's a horrible green.
And she's wearing just like a blue jumper and a tie.
Yeah. A little blazer.
Ring.
A little blazer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's beloved.
Yes. Which you shouldn't say about a white girl, but okay. And they arrive at school and the boys have to run ahead because register...
Oh, Harvey's meant to be taking the registers round?
Yeah, something like that. And so all the kids gather round in circles and are testing each other? Is that what's going on? I couldn't work it out.
They're just, like doing spelling and French.
Yeah.
And Kings of England and capitals.
Yes, and there's one kid who can't get the answer and everyone's like, we can't give you the answer. I'm like, I mean, that's how people learn, but okay, but fine. And then
people learn by being trapped in a hall and a creepy band. It says facts at them.
God. So yeah, and then she gives the kid an answer. And that's supposed to be like a big moment for everyone involved.
Yeah. The kid that she gives the answer to is actually pretty good.
The kid? Why wasn't she the main character?
No idea.
Where's she now?
I don't think she's well known enough to be.
Kid who gets the answer, come on! Isn't that her name?
I'm still scrolling through the mum, Mrs.
Yeah.
Hunter. She was Raquel in Only Fools.
I've never seen Only Fools and Horses.
She's also been on Lorraine. There's a picture of her and Lorraine.
Oh, good for her. Career highlight? Lorraine?
We'll find out more about the other people.
Yeah.
Very soon. I don't know where this child is, but she was great.
She was fab. I hope she carried on acting. She was great.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. And then the camp prefects.
I hated these prefects. I feel like you love
I'm
them.
obsessed with Rose, the prefect.
Oh my god.
She's giving me Shirley Henderson vibes.
Yes! Shirley Henderson vibes!
With a little baby voice and a little birthmark.
Yeah.
And she's like, everybody get in line.
Yeah. She has it's a baby voice, but also the voice of like a 50-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Shirley Henderson.
And then she's like, who are you?
Why are you wearing the wrong uniform?
And she's like, I'm Diana Glass, and you're a bit of a shitter.
Yeah.
And she's like, the prefects are the voice of the headmaster. Iconic. So, well, I want to see the headmaster.
Yeah.
Take me to your leader.
So
Take me to your leader. Your leader.
What's that from? When you touch me, I die. That one, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good music video.
Did you go see the headmaster, who is iconic?
Yes.
He's got his little round sunglasses.
Oh my god, I have a lot to say about his look. His fucking Batwing cloak. He's gay in a very Dennis Nielsen way. Very... But he looks like Dennis Nielsen!
You're not wrong.
Yeah, fab cloak. Also, I'm sure I wouldn't surprise you at all if I told you his only other role of note is a Luftwaffe pilot. He looks like a Nazi.
He was in Doctor Who.
Was he? As who?
I think he was an evil priest.
Oh, in classic Doctor Who.
No.
Oh my god!
I think it's the one where all of the UK's on a spaceship and there's a whale that they're eating or something.
What?
It's when Sophie Okonedo's in it.
Was this a
As
Matt
the
Smith
Queen.
one?
Yeah.
Sounds like it was a
I think
Matt
it was the
Smith one.
second one.
You can definitely tell what's a Matt Smith Doctor Who by whether the plot is just stupid. Dinosaurs on a spaceship!
What should we call this episode? Dinosaurs on a spaceship. He makes her do a test.
Yes.
She's like, I'm doing glass. And he's like, silence. Idle chatter is an inefficient use of energy. So he's heard the podcast.
Yes, and he did not care for it. I love him. They're trying to make it seem like not liking, because he's like, I do not like disorder. I do not like things to be out of line. I was like, he seems great.
He's a fussy queer.
Also, he's a headmaster. He's not going to be like, oh, just fuck about.
Put him on the floor.
Yeah. They're trying to be like, he's evil. I'm like, he's good for the job. Someone interviewed him. Oh, probably got hypnotised. But still, I would hire him. Demon or not, I'd hire him. So, yet again, Mrs. Hunter is disappointing everyone by being like, my foster mum couldn't come, so she's given me a letter to give to you. I don't know what was in that letter, but the headmaster's just like,
He read it
fuck
in a
this.
second.
Yeah, he's like, he probably just said, this is girl Dinah.
Please, in school, please.
Please.
In crayon.
Yeah. Smiley face. Kiss, kiss. Oh, God.
Mrs. Hunter. So he gives her a test to do.
Yes.
It is given to all new pupils.
Pupils! Fussy queer!
Petrol.
I find it so weird when people just pronounce things just like, even if it's like, oh, just my family pronounced it that way. I'm like, wasn't it bullied out of you though? There was a girl in my seminar in like 3rd year who, we were doing an Andy Warhol module, and she said, we were asked a question like, why do you think he, I don't know, fucking painted drag queens? I don't know. And she was like, well, he was a homosexual. And I was like, oh my fucking God, are we in the past? What is going on?
That. Also, I hate, it's a new word this year. We could have all standardised the way we're saying it. But when some people say COVID,
COVID!
I'm like, we all agreed at the start it was COVID.
Also-
Where were you?
My dad has been, when I was back home, he was making quite a bit of effort to like assimilate to my silly vegetarian/vegan needs. So he kept being like, I've bought you some tofu. I was like, it's tofu! Every time. Thank you very much, that's lovely of you. It's tofu! Have I told you about the first time I came back from London, like when I first moved down, I came back to visit, and he greeted me off the train with a pack of vegetarian sushi and was like, is this what you eat now?
Oh, that's so
It was really cute.
Oh,
He's lovely.
bless him.
Also a Tory, but lovely. Lovely to me, which is the important thing.
My mum says it's very niche. There's a town, it just infuriates me. There's a town near me, or like a little village near Buxton, called Doveholes. And she calls it Doveholes.
Yeah.
Doveholes?
Wait, what?
It's called Doveholes.
Dove holes.
But she calls it Doveholes.
That's what I would say.
No!
Why not?
Also, she calls it
Doveholes.
Diet Coke.
Oh no! No. Wait, just in conversation she'll do that.
She's like, do you want a Diet Coke?
No. Oh wait. I would understand that if it was like Coke or Diet Coke.
We don't have Coke.
Oh.
We've only got Diet Coke.
Would you like a Diet Coke? Yeah, what? Oh no.
Also, would you like a cheeky DC? That's how you say it. I think it's very queer to put an I in words where there isn't an I.
Such
Like
as?
pupil.
Pupil.
Mackerel.
Mackerel.
Petrol.
I just went, Hugh Bonneville. That's already an I.
It's special.
I can't tell if things are queer or just from the internet anymore.
Speaking Speaking of queer things on the internet, have you visited our Patreon yet?
Patreon is a great platform where you can get fabulous rewards like early access, bonus episodes, badges, postcards and snacks, and it all starts from just £1 a month.
We'd also like to give a shout out to our patrons on the TRACY tier.
Queer icons, the lot of them.
Cole Scahill,
Lia Maro,
Laura Kenny,
a colleague,
Alex is Simp.
And nothing is certain except Beth and taxes.
If you'd like to join these wonderful people in supporting our podcast and sign up for membership from just £1 a month, visit patreon.com/queers.
That's patreon.com/queers.
Kate and Caitlin are marvellous hosts, and the Patreon is the best Patreon you have ever signed up to. Anyway, they meet afterwards. He's like, run along and have your lunch.
Yeah, did we mention he hypnotises her?
Oh, sorry. He takes off his glasses like, you must feel so sleepy. I was like, actually, you've got me there.
I was quite sleepy, probably because it's like before 9 a.m. But also, like, I was fully expecting her to be like, no, I'm not, because her acting is so bad that he's like, you're feeling very sleepy, and she's like, all right. And then just her face is like completely blank. I was like, okay.
I don't know is that a choice because she's like a blank canvas or like
maybe
she's very clever.
Maybe her direction was like trapped. You must not react.
And then afterwards he's like, you did very well on the test. You're hiding your intelligence from me. Now go and have your dinner.
Yes.
She runs along and she meets the rest of the gang.
Yes.
Mandy, Ian and Ingrid.
How do you remember all those names?
Because they said them. I wrote them down as I said them.
Oh, I went, these children won't be important.
Apart from Ingrid, who's tiny and camp.
Did we see her?
Ingrid's the one's like, oh, watch her, Dinah. I've got plans.
You read a lot from like a 2-second interaction.
Yeah.
That's the plot, actually. So fair enough. I love the name Ingrid. Where's the name Ian? My dad's Ian. Imagine looking down at a baby's face and going, Ian.
Clive.
Kenneth. Just don't. Why has Billie Piper named her child Winston?
She has.
She has.
Oh, she has.
She has.
Billy.
But she was dating, I believe, Chris, what's his name at the time?
Evans.
So a number of mistakes were made.
She makes very bad choices.
She does. She's so pretty. She's got a big show on now.
She has.
Good for her.
Because she wants to. Because she wants to. It's about Billy, isn't it? And then they're like, what do you reckon of the headmaster? And she goes, I think the headmaster is a marvellous man and this is the best school I've ever been to.
And they're like,
Oh,
oh!
fucking hell. They were like, maybe she's not, maybe she's going to be one of us. Well, no, that.
Maybe she's going to be thick.
Alas.
Because they do say something like, we don't go into the hall because we're thick or something. That's
no,
a
they're like, we don't go into the hall. Not because we're thick or something. Don't let anyone tell you that.
Right. I was a bit like, it's because you're thick, isn't it? Like, why else, you know? Oh, but it's going to be like, they alone could withstand his hypnotism.
It is, yeah.
Surely smarter people can withstand it. Because they're less,
Yeah, they're not thick. I mean, that's not what they're showing us.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going by the evidence we're presented with. It opened with, girls. I'm not thinking they're like Brains of Britain. Wow, am I my nan? Who says Brains of Britain anymore?
We love it. We love it.
Right.
And then they go into the hall. Everyone shuffles along into the hall.
Oh, yeah.
Apart from the 5 who can't. Too thick.
Dinah and girl from before have a lovely conversation where girl from before is given everything and Dinah's given fuck all. Sweet fuck all.
So be in the middle, please. Yeah, she's like, I've been at the school since I was 5. And Dinah's like, what do you think? And she says, I think the headmaster's a marvellous man. This is the best school I've ever been to. But it's the only school you've ever been to.
Whoa, no! What's going on?
Also, yeah, she's like, something might be afoot. And I'm like, oh, so you said something completely involuntarily, and someone also said something that didn't make any sense that was the exact replica of the thing that you said involuntarily. And she's like, something might be afoot. Maybe she is thick.
Maybe.
I hate it when people are like, there's something not quite right here.
Something fishy going on here.
Right. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
You're in an aquarium.
Yeah. Or like someone's being like fully haunted and they're like, wow, some odd occurrences. Whereas if I like put a cup down. It's like a centimetre more to the right than I thought it was.
Right,
I'm drawing a salt
Burn the house
circle.
down.
I'm like, not taking any risks. Right.
And then Diana's trying not to look.
Oh,
so
yes.
Headmaster takes off his glasses and he's like...
And she
"You're
realises that's how he's doing it. She's like,
There's a lot of voiceover, which
oh god, it's so weird.
makes me feel quite unwell.
Yeah.
She's like, don't look at him, don't look at him.
Yeah.
And so instead of like just not looking at him, she closes her eyes and bows her head.
I think the idea is that he has a powerful pull.
Oh.
His eyes, like...
Does he,
have a powerful pull. He's not a bad-looking fella.
I think probably as a younger man.
Yeah, I mean, he's quite Nazi-looking.
Sometimes you're into that though, aren't you?
But they cast Ray Fiennes as a Nazi. Anal Bay.
Anal Bay Ray Fiennes.
Yeah. Listeners, if you have no idea what we're talking about...
I can't remember which
I can't
episode we
remember.
talked
You're
about.
going to have to listen to all the...
Flushed Away?
Maybe. Has he been in anything... Has Ray Fiennes been in anything we've reviewed? We're going to have to do Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
Halloween?
Halloween!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Do some reshuffling.
Or next year.
Or next year.
Open with Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
Let's do it for Christmas.
No!
April Fool's.
Anyway.
Anyway, he's like, you're feeling very sleepy. When you wake up, you will think you have seen a film about ants. It was very informative.
Thing is, the kind of gay he is, I'm like, he definitely just actually wants... He's got a film about ants back in his office. He's desperate to get back to him. He's like, a film about ants, and they're so organised, and they lay their little eggs, and it's amazing.
It's Bug's Life.
He's definitely an ant queer. He keeps ants.
In a little frame.
Yeah, definitely.
Ant queer.
Ant queer. Let us know if you're an ant queer. I've turned into a reptile bitch.
The A in LGBTQIA stands for ant queer. How have you turned into a reptile bitch?
I really
Is
like...
there a snake in this house? There's some snakes in this house. There's some snakes in this house.
No, I just really like videos about snakes.
Okay.
They're very pretty.
They are.
I think if you
I
gave
think
me
it's
one,
very-
I'd scream and punch you in the face, but...
Shedding your skin's a very queer act.
It is. Who do you think you are, Lady Gaga, reinventing yourself? I hope when snakes shed their skin, they're like, it's my new era.
LG6. But the dear Headmaster notices that she's like looking away from his powerful pull.
Yeah.
And he's like, Glass, you're meant to be hypnotised, so if I stab you with this pin that I have about my person for this very task, you will do nothing.
He's like, you can't feel... Your arm is very numb, you can't feel anything. Instead of going, it's probably going to do something to my arm, I should pretend I can't react.
Steal yourself.
Yeah. She's like, I can feel things in my arm, I can!
He stabs you just, ow!
Massive child in a Narnia film energy.
Oh, yes.
Lucy, very Lucy
Very
energy.
Lucy. We don't love Lucy.
The forest was here! I know it was! I'm exhausted.
And so he looks, she's like, look at me, Diana. And then he hypnotises her
Yes.
and stabs her again and she's fine.
Yeah.
And Harvey, meanwhile, they're doing breakfast club in the library.
Yeah.
And he's like, I need to go for a wee, Rose. And she's like, you should have gone at the proper time. And I'm like, fair enough.
It is fair enough.
I mean, I know you can't control your bladder, but as a child, I'd always be like, why have they not gone during lunch? If you need a wee, you must hold it in and hate yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because if you stand up, people will look at you.
And you might wee yourself if you stand up.
What if you eat yourself? Yeah, no. Absolutely not.
Did I tell you about the time I went to see a show? And...
Tweenies. No.
Yes, the one show I have seen in my life.
I thought this was a story that you've told me about tweenies.
No, I went to see Witness for the Prosecution.
Oh, yeah.
The Agatha Christie, which I used to work at.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat in the jury box, the fancy seats.
Yes.
Where you're kind of like part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And the man next to me,
Oh, no.
I had a free glass of rosé involved with it.
Lovely.
It was a great time. I drank it, put it down.
Mm-hmm.
The plastic cup. And then the man started like fidgeting next to me.
No!
And he got his coat out of his bag. Russell.
No.
Bear in mind, you're in the jury box. You're kind of on the stage. You're in view of the audience.
I am aghast and agog at what you're about to say.
He put his coat over his lap.
No!
He leant down, got my empty plastic cup.
Did he look at you?
No.
I would have been like, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do.
No, none of it. And he wigged makeup.
On stage?
On stage.
Does that count as indecent exposure?
Well, he put his coat over his lap.
I know it's not literally, but, like, you can't just wee on a stage unless it's art. In which case, get squirting, babes.
Get squirting, babes!
Listeners, if you take anything from this podcast...
Get squirting, babes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wigged next to me.
That's awful. And then just a cup of wee.
Yeah, then he put it down by the stage and like, actors walk past this. If they kick this over...
Oh my god!
Scream. And then, in the interval, he went for another drink. I was like, you do not have the capacity, sir.
Men have gall, don't they?
Gallbladders.
Yeah, I would never go outside again if I'd done that in public.
I was asking the actors as well, because obviously I knew them, and I was like, did you see what happened?
Could you smell it?
Well, he was like, when he stood up, there was a little bit of like a drip on his trousers.
No! Well, what colour were his trousers?
Probably quite light.
Oh, God.
They're probably like, those like salmon chinos or whatever.
Oh, he was that kind of person.
No, maybe not. You know, the khaki ones
Okay, oh,
that
God.
heterosexual men wear.
I assume he took it with him during the interval.
Yes.
Could pass for a white wine.
Cloudy apple juice.
Oh, God. And then what? Just took it to the loo and
I
tipped
think
it?
so.
That is atrocious behaviour. This is the kind of thing, though, where I remember I put on my Instagram story, because I was so furious when I worked at a comedy club. Mm-hmm. Would you arrive an hour and a half late for a comedy club and expect to be seated together? Because I think that's insanity.
That's insanity.
And several people were like, yeah.
Wrong.
I was like, cool, never go to an event because you're an arsehole.
What absolutely killed me was when we sat down, he was by himself.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, oh, do you ever think, like, oh, what have I come to? And I'm like...
What if I what?
Like, what have I turned up to?
Oh, I see, right, yeah. And you were like, well,
And I was like, well, okay, so and then at the interval I was like, yes, I do want to what I've arrived at.
Wow. But I bet there's some people listening who are like, I don't see a single problem with that. Like, it's so weird.
Someone else pooed themselves.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Not in the same show.
Imagine. What?
But they pooed themselves because they were too nervous to leave.
How old were they?
I don't know.
Oh. That though speaks to like a severe anxiety problem to me. Like if you're too nervous.
Right by the door.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, when in the jury box. Yeah. They pooed in the jury box. That's awful.
They kept it in their garments though.
Well, I'm glad they didn't fling it at the actors. What that is. Okay, that I feel kind of sorry for. The weeing situation, that is too much gall. Too much gallbladder. Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we get back to this?
Yes, Harvey needs a wee and goes
and spies.
He's in the hall and he's like, they're not watching films at all.
Yeah.
Because the established thing is that they go and watch a film in the afternoon.
Abandons, yes.
Which just sounds great.
Yeah.
Love to watch a film in the afternoon.
It's raining outside and it's PE. Watch a film. We had to watch Animal Farm. Have I talked about this before?
Which Animal Farm did you watch? The animated?
The animated one.
Have you seen like the live action inverted commas one?
Is that the one where people dress up as...
No. It's like...
Oh wait, you told me about
animals with peanut butter in their mouths.
Sorry?
That's how you get animals to talk on film.
You put peanut butter in them?
You put peanut butter in the roof of their mouth and they lick it and they're like...
Oh, I see.
And
Okay, cool. No, this was just an animated version, but we weren't prepared and we were like quite young. So when they took, is it Dobbin? I can't remember. No, not Dobbin. When they took,
that's Rent-A-Ghost.
Yeah.
Boxer.
Oh well, yeah, they're all named. Anyway, when they take the horse to the glue factory, we were like, ah! And the teachers were like, oh, we've made an error.
This is Charlotte's Web.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I digress.
And they go to their meeting in the little clubhouse.
Do you mean Splat Forever?
Splat, yes. Which I think is Society for the Protection of Our Lives Against Them.
Oh!
I had this on audiobook.
That seems very, I don't know, 60s feminist, you know? Like Scum Manifesto or something.
Lavender Menace, yeah.
Yeah, Splat Manifesto. Yeah. And they just, what do they do? They just chat about how weird she is, Dinah,
Yeah.
and how she's definitely been taken in.
And this is like the first time that he's dared to look in the hall. I was like, but it wasn't a film. I promise you, it wasn't a film.
How many years have you been there? Yeah. Meanwhile, Dinah's in the kitchen, and what's her name? The Mrs. Hunter is doing some parenting by going, "Do you want treats?" Treats do not a parent make, Mrs. Hunter. Has she eaten vegetables?
Also, she's like sanding a soap dish.
What?
She's like got a lump of wood that she's sanding.
Oh, how did you know it was a soap dish?
I was like, this is what it must be. It's like a little...
Like a shallow bowl?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Mrs. Hunter is...
She contains multitudes.
Yeah.
And all of them are bad.
They are. They're terrible.
Throw a good multitude in there for good measure. Go on.
I thought you said Thorogood Multitude, which sounds like an actor you're trying to persuade me was in
Thorogood Multitude.
It was in Casualty in like 2005.
Thor ahead.
Literally.
And then they asked her about the film.
Yeah.
And Diana's like, it was a film about ants. We watched how they had
And
their
they're like,
colonies and loved
that's
their
what
eggs."
they all say. They interrogate her basically.
But then he's like, what else? And she's like, I can't remember.
Yeah.
That's what she's been told. But she's like, I always remember everything.
I'm very smart. She's you.
Get Diana on the podcast. She can remember everything.
Yeah.
If we got the actress who plays Diana to come and talk about A Bug's Life, or even the film Ants,
We know you weren't in it,
that
but...
would be the last episode of the podcast because we had come full circle and nothing could top it.
Yeah, this podcast will end when we get that dentist to talk
Slash
about...
careers advisor.
to talk about ants.
Oh, we couldn't have sweets because she's a dentist.
Yes.
But she could give me some careers advice.
Sorry?
She'd give me some careers advice.
Okay. Yes, she could. Whereas for me, she'd be like, I've got no fucking clue.
Have some floss, I don't know.
Oh, God.
And they have an argument.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
He's like, you're trash, we fucking hate you.
Yeah. And then one of them's like, no, be nicer. I'm like, yes, be nicer. We see briefly that... Oh, you're right. You're
Are you
right.
talking about doing Headmaster?
Yes. We see him, like, kind of hypnotising the science teachers or
In
something.
their own white coats.
And he pulls back, what was it, a food pyramid or something? Like and behind it is a massive, like, glowing...
Flowchart.
Yeah, it's titled Master Plan. Love
That's how you
it.
secretly take over the world.
Yeah.
Just master plan.
That also,
Backlit.
also seems like he's been taking advice from the kind of, like, get your shit together girls I watch on YouTube, who are like, honestly, if you want to succeed, you need a master plan. Get your bullet journal out, ladies. I hate them, but also I love them. I'm like, I do have a master plan. It's to cry.
And then Diana looks at herself in the mirror.
Yes.
I stand the girl at the mirror, she's talking to me too.
Who's that girl? Oh wait, that's Mulan, isn't
Is
it?
the girl I see?
Have you watched Mulan or are we
Why am
boycotting?
I dissociating? Have I watched the new Mulan?
Or are you boycotting?
I mean, I'm boycotting it mainly because it's very expensive.
Oh, not because she's awful and supports the government.
I mean, that's also like part of it.
Right, okay. But
The
mainly...
main reason is I cannot afford it.
Fair enough. Fairy enough.
And she's like, how could you be so foolish, Dinah? You can't remember things. And I know what you must do tomorrow. You must break a rule.
I can't remember the theme tune.
No, that's different.
Do. No, it's not that.
I don't remember. Anyway.
Iconic theme tune.
Do.
Yes.
Do.
Yeah.
Do.
With like a Nazi man staring at you with his eye.
And ripples.
Ripples. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What do we reckon?
Was it queer?
Was it queer?
No, did it make us queer? Is it camp?
There's some camp. The prefect's pretty camp.
The demon headmaster is a fussy gay, and I love him and his ants.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bet he names them all. I love him. I know he's a demon, but he's not. He's just orderly. Can this man, like, just run my life? I'd love that.
If I'd been hypnotised, I'd have a great time, I think. Like, hypnotise away all your problems.
Yeah. Oh, wait, people literally do that. You don't need a demon headmaster to do that. You just need a therapist. Yeah, I think he was pretty camp. And your favourite prefect was pretty camp.
Rose.
The prefect, the voice of the headmaster.
She's a bit of a fussy queer.
Yes.
But that's because she's the voice piece of the ultimate fussy queer. The demon headmaster.
I see.
Yeah. Did it make you queer?
I kind of remember it being like, why do we hate him? Why is he the villain?
He's different. And for some reason, I relate. What's going on here?
Apparently they remade it for BBC.
Oh. Who's playing the demon headmaster? That's crucial
Not
information.
him. He's still alive.
Get him back!
Just another white man.
Another white man with a Nazi face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of them in comedy. Take your pick.
Shall we try the rest of these?
Oh god, yeah, okay.
Let's try lemon.
Now, this lemon,
spark.
I think, is the most demon headmaster of the Skittles, because it's going to make you kind of win, like do the pointy face.
Well, that's also my ulcer as well.
Oh, this is going to kill you.
Well, it's certainly lemon. Mm-hmm. Where's the spark? I'm trying to find the spark.
Maybe the spark was inside us all along.
My spark's been extinguished. That wasn't as spicy.
I don't taste a single spark.
No.
Now
It's not spinsy.
I think this one's going to be the spice. Oh, I got some spice.
I don't get any. This is the campus one, Picante Passion Fruit.
Is it the purple
Which is
one?
purple, yes. Right.
Shall we cheers?
3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Nice passion fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Not as picante.
I'm not getting anything. Sorry. It's not for me.
He's mugged you off, darling.
I'm tired of playing these fucking games.
I'm fucking gamed out.
I am gamed out. My favourite was the pineapple. I'm gonna have a pineapple.
It's weird. It's weird. I'll have some. Yeah.
Which is your favourite?
I quite like the watermelon. And I didn't remember. Oh, the passion fruit's giving me a little bit of tingle.
Yeah.
The tingles.
The pineapple gives me the most tingles.
That's nice. That's good. Yeah. We can't really recommend it.
No, I mean, this obviously hasn't been sponsored by Skittles. Imagine. It's fine. What's the point?
We need to try their straight Skittles.
They're fucking white
Their
ones.
conversion therapy Skittles.
Because every day is Pride. Shut up! No, every day is Shame Day.
I bet they do on every day for the NHS, so we've removed our rainbow.
No, we've made it all blue.
Blue lives. Mad.
No, because the NHS is blue.
No, but the NHS has co-opted the rainbow. Or
That's true.
someone, nationalists have co-opted the rainbow.
Is the NHS queer now?
Everyone, if you work for the NHS, you're queer. I won't work for the NHS.
Itchy.
Famously.
Is she?
No, she's a camp old slag.
Oh, okay.
She's got queer energy.
Don't call your mum a slag.
She's got short hair.
Oh, massive slag.
We're very slag positive.
We are.
Yes.
I find it odd to call your mum a slag, that's all.
She's a camp old slag.
Okay.
She agrees. She identifies as a camp old slag.
Oh, love that for her.
Yeah.
I think my mum just identifies as Sally. And all power to her.
Which is odd because her name's Miriam. Her name is Sally.
Imagine if I had a mother called Miriam, I wouldn't be who I am today. Imagine if Miriam Margulies was my mum. I die.
I wish. I absolutely wish. Yes, anyway, that's it. That's your lot.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe. And
Rate, review.
If you leave a review, make sure you stay. Kate and Caitlin are marvellous hosts, and this is the best podcast I've ever listened to.
Yes, please do.
That'd be really... If we just flooded the review section
Oh, that'd be great.
with Kate and Caitlin are marvellous hosts, and this is the best podcast I've ever listened to.
Please do that. Amazing.
Also give us 5 stars, because we want that.
Yes. We're also on YouTube, so you can, if you want to listen to the podcast you're listening to now on a different...
While looking at a static picture.
Yeah, that'd be great. We're on Twitter at Queers Gone By.
And Instagram at Queers Gone By.
Mm-hmm. I'm at Caitlin PWLL on Twitter and at Caitlin R Powell on Instagram.
And I am at Kate Butch 1 on both.
Wow.
Well then.
That's your lot.
That's your lot. 6 fucking dicks.
What?
That's where that... I think it's a Cock Destroyers thing.
Oh, okay.
That's your lot.
That's
6
your lot.
fucking dicks.
6? That's a lot of dicks.
That's too many dicks.
Too many
Too
many
many
dicks.
dicks.
Ah! Right.
Right, end this.
Bye.
Bye. Boo.
Boo.